Only if my people extract them. The only other cure is the blade.
Okay. Wonderful.
An empty mind flare vessel. If its occupant survived, then nowhere to be seen. Feed if you must, Astarion. But give me so much as a hungry look, and I'll drive a stake through your heart.
I do so very like spicy food.
Laser, have you ever done a good deed just for the sake of it?
I have performed deeds well and efficiently. Is this what you mean?
Not exactly, but you answered my question.
Let's have a look.
Killed a few giant bats in my day of study, but never hunted a vampire.
Just to remind you, I'm merely a spawn. It won't count. But if you want a true vampire, I'm happy to recommend one.
Dead goblins. Dead travelers.
When I head to the Druid's Grove.
Strange. It looks healthy, but it's stone dead.
Who cares about Sunpig? It's dead. Let's go.
Astarion, how is the rat diet going?
It may soon come to an end if you don't shut your mouth.
As much love as I hold for Baldur's Gate, these frontiers delight me as much as any bustling street.
You can't be... That's curious.
Not a chance I'll fit in there.
Keep moving, stranger. Quietly. I told you to go. There's death in your scent, but not in your words. Still, you should go. My friend is injured. He needs rest. Of course he will, and then we'll return home. He calls me Scratch. You can do the same. We were attacked with cackling, furry things on two legs. And their smell, it was strange, rotten, evil. No, I won't leave him. If it comes to that, I may. Thank you.
The blade of frontiers, Do you always need to be the center of attention?
Anything but. I don't fight to be flattered, Laser. I fight to save lives. I'm feeling a bit parched and peckish.
Me too. Keep an eye out for any passing vagrants.
I'm afraid you'll have to content yourself with vagrant chickens.
Goblins. I can smell trouble ahead.
Get over there! Surround them like! into the wrong town! Don't bother running. My archer's got decent aim and plenty of arrows.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Suppose it's best to save our strength for a real threat. Go on then. Just keep your nose clean.
Well, it's no Baldur's Gate. At least it's some kind of civilization.
I do miss the gate, though. The Elf-Song Tavern, sunset over Grey Harbour, fried fish at the docks.
Drunk young patriarchs naked in the fountains. Ah, civilization.
Nothing.
But that will fit in my bag. It says there's a cellar here somewhere.
I don't see that.
What's that?
The dance macabre. This will do nicely. Holding back.
Time to strike. Something over there.
An enchanted mirror. Raw magic leashed to a bauble. Almost sad. Magic is old and wavering, but you recognize it. The mirror is a thinking lock, hiding some secret. It seems some vain wizard took living magic and twisted it into a forgotten curio.
Speak your name. I do not know this name. If you are known to my master, step forward and declare yourself an ally. Ilintoth may pass. What think you of the Zolkir known as Zastan? You are no Zolkir, but are you wise? Tell me, why might one use balsam ointment? Acceptable, finally. If you could see anything in me, what would it be? No. This is my purpose. I know nothing else, but you cared to ask. No others ever did. Thank you. Be welcome.
A well-guarded laboratory. What were they hiding down here? What's in here? Be wary, this place is trapped. Be wary, this place is trapped. Right tool will do.
The book is locked tight with no visible keyhole, only an oval recess in the cover's mouth. You try to examine the book, but the longer you stare, the more those piercing amethyst eyes draw you in. Beneath the allure, you feel the faintest echo of torment. There is great power in this book, but also great suffering.
A cursed book? How obvious. Whoever opens it deserves the fate that befalls them.
That looks terribly heavy. Why don't you let me carry it for you?
We surely shouldn't leave such a threat out, where anyone could stumble across it.
Someone's left a trap out for us. Ah, my favorite traveling companion. for some devilish weapons. Our friend was a fine blacksmith.
The ink pen is rough. A work in progress, surely. Anything of use?
As you approach, a guttural scream and a succession of quick bangs rattle the door. Then, a low moan. Someone, or something, is having a bit of fun.
Let's leave them alone. I don't want to be invited to the wedding.
What the hell are you doing?
Ruined. Smash. Oh, smash you!
Another fight. Let's go.
Get out! Out!
Let my enemies fall.
Victory awaits. Taking position. Never thought I'd walk in on a bugbear and an ogre.
It certainly set my heart to beating. A shame we had to steal theirs.
I'm done. I can't wait to sleep. Something good here, I hope.
Look what we got here. Another little birdie wanting to fly.
Stop this thing!
Flap those wings some more, and I'll feed you a worm. And you. Hope you got a stomach for heights. What's it bloody look like? We're teaching this here pipsqueak to fly. 'Cause it makes me laugh. You want this little cave lurking what's it? Find your own. He's ours!
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority. The goblin's nostrils flare, as if trying to judge you through smell alone.
We're leaving.
What about the gnome? Ain't we supposed to bring him to...
I said we're leaving! There's plenty of sport and rich pickings out there for us. Move it!
Fresh meats, scared meats, yes.
Cut me loose! Baga Kamara. Those pustulant thugs! Well, get on with it. You saved me, now you'll extort me. That's how this works, yes? My own fault, really. I should have dropped my pack and outrun those bastards. Alas. Take my pack, if you can find it. The only reason those goblins caught me was its weight. I'll travel lightly from now on. Ignorance is alive and well, it seems. Deep gnomes aren't restricted to the Underdark, you know. I've lived in Baldur's Gate for years. I'm in search of a friend. I fear he's in trouble. See this? I gave it to him years ago before I left home. I found it around the neck of a thug in the lower city. It was speckled with blood. My friend, nowhere to be found. But I still have hope. I have reason to believe he's in the Underdark. Hopefully, I'll pick up his trail from there. I always help my friends. On that note, I bid thee farewell. If we should meet again, well, we will have met again.
action, not reaction. Looking ahead. Track. Weapon blueprints. They call for Sousa bark. I don't know anywhere to find some. Maybe I need more pockets. What's inside? Don't give me trouble now.
What's that? Off we go then.
Let's see. Something tore right through these people. They didn't stand a chance.
The creature's eyes roll back in its head, equal parts bliss and agony. She'd eaten, feasted, and yet, looking into her eyes, you can see it wasn't enough. She's still hungry.
Come! See! My flesh becomes new flesh!
You hear what comes next before you see it. The sharp snapping of bones and a yelp of pain as her body starts to twist and undulate. The hyena moans softly as its body contorts, ribs cracking and flesh tearing. You land a swift strike against her skull. She yelps, then goes still. Whatever horrific creature was growing inside the hyena dies along with her.
Stay quick.
This is my time. Fleet of foot.
One piece is broken away, and it won't be returning alone. Taking position. Never seen that before.
No, and I doubt we've seen the last of them. This place reeks of blood. Let's go, before more join us.
hiding here.
One horn. The stink of Avernus. Advocatus Diaboli.
Well, I'll be God's damned. The Blade of Frontiers. Thought I'd shaken you for good. That'll teach me to underestimate you. Bloody right. An honor to be chased by the Blade of Frontiers, but
A great heat roars through you. Her heat, fiery as the hells. Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies as you tear through a landscape of fire and blood, the Blood War. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
What was that?
Evidence. Proof that you're a devil. A gladiator in the archdevil Zariel's army.
I can explain, but it's a whole situation. If you just hear me out...
Another vision. Karlach's blade raised, slicing through devils, Zariel's servants, as her eyes dart around, seeking escape. Her rage and desperation seep into you. She's a victim of the Blood War, not an agent of it.
She's trying to trick us. Don't believe her lies.
You saw the truth. I never wanted to serve Zariel. I was enlisted in her army against my will. Forced to fight, and fight I did. When I saw an opportunity to get away, I took it. Finally home. Or near it, anyway.
You served her. That's enough to damn you.
Will catches his breath and his lips straighten. Sheer dread twists his face.
You don't know what you're saying. You're asking me to trust a devil.
Listen to sense now. I don't want this to end badly for either of us. You know monsters, right? Better than anyone. Look into my eyes. Can't you see I'm not what you think?
Shit. You really are no devil, are you? I've been deceived.
Oh, thank the gods. Thought I was gonna have to take your head.
You would have died in the attempt. But there have been enough threats today.
Truce then, eh?
Aye. Truce.
I'm Karlach, but you already knew that. And you are... Well met, soldier. Nice to meet a friendly around here. It's been tough going so far. I may not be a devil, but I can put the Blade's reputation to work. How would you feel about helping me kill some evil bastards? Little background, if your moral compass needs something to point at. You already know I fought in the Blood War. I was good. Really good. It turns out I've got a knack for killing demons. That made me a valuable asset. Zariel, the archdevil herself, made me as her personal attack dog. I played along until I could get the fuck out of there. But devils don't like to lose their assets. Zariel liked it so little. She sent a bunch of goons, so-called Paladins of Tyr, to take me back. Problem is, I'm not going. Fuck yes! They cornered me outside the toll house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave them. Then we can work on evicting this parasite and take Faerun by the short hairs. Sound good?
A warrior who winks at her foes while she slays them. You'd be a fool to refuse her.
I'd hug you if it wouldn't scorch your skin off. Whew. I'm getting all het up. Let's make tracks.
What's so funny? You haven't got some laughing curse, have you?
I really made it out of Avernus. It's incredible.
All right, just keep it down. We're conspicuous enough without your hyena call.
So, Will, now that we've made peace, how about we get to know each other properly? What's your story?
Not so much a story as a pantomime. And I've played my part all too poorly.
I would too. Go on, Will. We're listening. Who sicked you on me?
You're not the only one who's had a villain's knife held to your throat, Karlach.
You make it sound like a harvest of devils coming for you, Will.
You're closer than you know. One night soon when we make camp, the veil will be lifted, and I'll face my penance. You're not in any danger, I promise. I can't say the same about me.
All right, what now? Open up.
Would that worry you?
Okay, what do you got?
At Eastford, you're welcome to rest here.
Please, no more. Leave us in peace, and we shall leave you in kind.
Cut the crap, Anders. I know what you are.
Don't let her hurt us. Please, we just want to go home.
There's something in the squint of his eye. You suspect he's lying.
Enough! Enough! I'll not play pretend anymore. Karlach, you're going home in pieces if needs must. And you'll soon learn what it means to ally yourself with the likes of this garbage.
Avernus was never my home. It was my prison. I'm free now. And I'm never going back!
Can't even catch my breath. Under their noses.
On the victor's path.
Victory awaits. Let my name be known. I won't give in. Breathe deep and move. Fuck them. Fuck Zariel. I won't go back
I'm never going back. And if any of Mummy's little friends want to pick up where the others left off, they'll find nothing but a pile of ash. That's right, she won't. She can't. She couldn't even lay a finger. That ought to do it. Whew. Had to let off a little steam after facing off with those Ignots. Granted, the fire's lasting a little longer than it should. How do I look? Honey, I could go all night. Hear that? Infernal engine for a heart. Lets me burn as hot as the hells. Seems to be running in overdrive since I left Avernus. Won't be seeing my mechanic anytime soon, so I'll just make the most of the extra heat. Just don't get too close, till I've found a way to calm it down. Well now, maybe I could make his acquaintance. A Titan screw or two might let me keep a little calmer. Maybe even manage a pat or bump without burning someone to death. It's been a long time. Let's go find your friend before I blow a gasket. Lead on.
Someone's already slain these creatures. A pity they didn't leave any for us. Smell that? Blood. This whole plain reeks of it.
That'll wake you up of a fine day, won't it?
I do not need awakening. My senses are sharp as steel.
Karlach's all fire and fury. I pray to the Triad it doesn't consume her.
Smell that? Fresh forest air.
I smell only fear. The fear of cowards lying in wait for an ambush.
Oh, you can take a day off once in a while, Lae'zel.
I do not take days off. I'd even forego sleep if such a thing were feasible. The one advantage an elf holds over a Githyanki.
Here I go.
Butterflies, midgets. Shouldn't nature be beautiful and serene? It looks so nice in the Upper City Pass.
Upper City, huh? Swish. Never spent much time there myself.
I'll happily take you if we survive this bug's banquet.
Sounds good. I've always been curious what a Patreon loo looks like. What's inside?
That's where she is. We don't want any trouble.
But you're bloody getting some if you don't fess up.
Transforming into a mind.
Lads, for the love of all that is holy, I've never clapped eyes on your poor sister.
Drop the act, hag. You was the last to see Mayrina.
Just let her go. Please.
You there? Please, I don't know what's come over these boys. I just want to go home.
The old woman's face creases with false concern. You realize she's lying about seeing this girl, Mayrina.
Stop this! We won't ask again!
Careful! Don't trust a word out of her mouth. Our sister went to the hag, and we ain't seen her since.
Hand over heart, I don't know their sister. I will gladly help you all look for her, though.
Enough. Where is she?
Bollocks! You were supposed to rush to my defense, love. Fat lot of good you are. Some advice? You ever darken my door, you'd best have that head bowed and an apology at the ready. Bye-bye now.
Bloody hells. She just disappeared. Ain't seen nothing like that before.
She could shoot fireworks out of her backside for all I care. The hag has Rena.
It's our sister, Mayrina. She's... well... she was in a bad way after her husband died.
Started saying weird things, like how she was gonna bring him back.
Next thing, she's gone looking for the hag. Of all the stupid things to do. And we haven't seen her since. And no good ever came from dealing with a hag.
None of this matters, all right? We need to get her back, and fast! I don't remember bloody asking you.
Hold on, Joel. Let her talk. What would you suggest?
Are you joking? I ain't got a clue who you are. No way I'm leaving Rena to you.
But, Joel...
Not a chance. We're getting her back on our own. Now, come on.
A chill runs up your spine. You feel like you're being watched.
Haven't seen that game in years.
Tastes like chicken. No chicken. Tastes like fish. Gentlemen, contain yourselves. This quarrel sours our feast. Besides, tastes like pork. And what surprise is this? Brothers, look here. I have eyed yet another tiefling prize. Fortune favors our bellies. Stranger, Be you friend or food, the mark is her measure. Show us the brand of the Absolute. She scampered in from the east, calling for a pet, no doubt. The green earth bless us. She bore no mark. Those horns. Such cartilaginous crunch. Let's see the mark, lest I give in to my cravings. Am I not astonishing? A robust diet makes for a shrewd mind, you see. I am a gourmand. And you, a delicacy. Unless you bear the mark, of course. Food? Food? Food.
What path lies before me?
Hungry for the slaughter. This way.
Say bye-bye.
No holding back. Coming through.
Swift and lethal. I will not know fear.
Time to kill.
Well, well, look what we have here.
Battle favors the fearless.
I am fury. I am death. It has it. Tormentor.
Sounds like fun.
I'm fury. I am death. I have a confession. I was too hasty to judge you. I thought you witless, gutless, unimpressively bland. Now, well, you've earned my respect and more still. You've proven your wits. You are efficient and dominant, in and out of battle. You've proven your courage. I swear you would tear the horns off one dragon to plunge into another. And you're hardly bland. Your scent alone is enough to make my neck sweat and my hairs stand on end. If you must know, Vlaakith requires everything of her children. I can't count how many bruises I've inflicted. Can't measure how much blood I've drawn in the Undying Queen's name. I know only blood red and death black. My mind is silver, and my body steel. I am what I must be. Say what I must be. To survive every beast I face and every wound I bear. Enough talk. I will be plain. I want to taste you. Perhaps tonight, perhaps later. But I want it all the same. Do you? Your loss, I fear. One day soon, you will wonder how my lips might have tasted, how my fingers on your skin might have felt, and you will wish you could return to this lost moment.
I'm done. I can't wait to sleep. Someone's dying. Might explain what happened here.
What's that? Hellsfire. She's coming.
Well, you've been naughty. And you know what happens when you're naughty.
God damn it. Anyone but her.
Well, you absolute stinker. You kept me a secret? Time to let the Hellcat out of the bag. Call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power. My pet's been unruly, and his leash needs a yank. We had a deal, Will. But Karlach's still breathing.
I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after.
That's no kind of talk for a lady. By the way, Karlach, Zariel sends her regards.
You told me! Devils only! She's a tiefling, not a monster!
How precious. The little pupster's found his bark.
Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless.
Karlach meets the criteria by virtue of having no heart. Don't you worry. That ship has long sailed the Styx. But a defiant pup must still pay his price. To wit,
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
that's better.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms.
Get used to the new form, pet.
There's no going back. Some magic even I can't undo.
Now, let's see how the frontiers fare without their precious blade.
Karlach, keep an eye on him, would you? I'll be keeping mine on you. Oh, and Will, don't forget,
our pact still stands.
Ta-ta.
Void of frontiers in the guise of a devil. I'd remark on the irony, but I'd hate to waste the breath. Still, it took guts to defy that petty patron of his. The blade's sting is real. Are you sure that's the best course of action? Confirmed. Until then, I remain at the ready.
There you are. I was just thinking about you. And that delicious moment we shared the other night. The very same. I've had this condition for 2 centuries, but truth be told, you were my first. In all these years, I've only ever fed on beasts. Drinking the blood of thinking creatures is a different thing entirely. You were delectable. And now I can't help but wonder how the others taste. Don't worry. There's enough of me to go around. I'm a man of tremendous appetites. I don't think they'd volunteer, of course. But it doesn't make me any less curious. Take Gale, for example. He strikes me as someone whose blood is rich, refined, like well-aged brandy. But the Gith? What in the hells would she taste like? Oh. Well, that sounds very appealing. I'm almost convinced. Absolutely. A mere thought experiment. So, in the spirit of theoretical questions, if you had to take a bite from one of them, who would it be? Ah, a refined palate. I can't disagree. Although, the more I think on it, the hungrier I get. I better go find something I can actually get my teeth into. There's nothing that tasty lurking out in the woods, but I'll make do. Sweet dreams.